Welcome to the first edition of Teach You Something Tuesdays, where I will teach you something new. Kind of self-explanatory. Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you the basics of highlighting and contouring your face. Now, I want you to go and feel your face, like so, and figure out where everything's at, like your jawline and your cheekbone and your forehead. Now, I want you to know this so you know exactly where you want to highlight and contour. If you have a big forehead, a small forehead, if you have a high cheekbone, if you don't have cheekbones, this is kind of basics because the contouring is what's going to help create that shape that you want. So, hope you're ready. I already set my face with primer. I always use BB cream by Covergirl. It is moisturizing and it's tinted, so it kind of balances everything out on my face. Now, everyone has different ways of doing their highlight and contour. This is the way I found works for me, but there's tons of other ways that I'll go over in other videos as well. For me, the first step is concealer, and I will be using the Sephora concealer. It is the Clear Light, and I will put that on underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, my forehead, as well as the space between your cheekbone and your jawline. You want to create kind of a triangle shape. What it does, it brightens that up a little bit better, and it gets rid of any of those dark circles under our eyes that we sometimes get. I like to make sure under my eyes is really bright. And then do right on your Cupid's bow. Make your lips look bigger. Next is your contour. Now I like to use this one just because it makes the application a whole lot easier. It's Covergirl, I believe. You want to use a few shades darker. You can also use darker foundation as well. Now, the rule of thumb is you want to go from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth, and that's kind of where you would outline your jawline, right there. Now, for women, you want to do that, but curve under because we want more of a feminine look. This becomes too chiseled and too manly. Whenever you do it, you want to kind of curve under the cheek. Now, we're gonna do more of a daytime contour, so you don't want to make it too extreme. So you start there and you just go halfway, just like that. Okay, the sides of your nose. Now, if you feel like you have a really skinny nose already, just do it on the sides of your nostrils. The jawline. If you're like me, you got the double chin, so do that. Okay, and your temple. Just like that. Now, I have a bit of a bigger forehead and I like to make it look a tad bit smaller. Now, if you have a small forehead, you wouldn't do this as heavily and you wouldn't do it in the center like me. If you have a big forehead, then you do. Just like so. That's a sexy look, isn't it? Now I'm going to use a smaller mirror so I can really concentrate on how I'm blending it. But I will be using my Pro Flawless airbrush from Sephora, number 56, to do all my blending, okay? First, I like to blend in all the highlights. Now, when you do your contouring for your cheeks, you kind of want to go in an up and down motion. And right here, you want to kind of start swooping up. Like so. And start blending. Now this right here in the temples and the hairline, you want to blend back into your hairline. And then your jawline. Underneath. Then the sides of your nose. Like so. And then you're going to want to use a powder foundation for this kind of contouring because you want it to blend, but you still want the contour to show through. So I am using the Sephora powder foundation. I barely have any. I'm like scraping it out. So I love it. Grab your sponge and then put it over everything like you would normal foundation. For your highlight, you are going to go back and redefine it after you put your powder foundation, but this helps blend in the contouring and kind of make it look more natural. Like so. That's you blending it. Now we're gonna add our blush. I like to use the Bahama Mama blush and the Big Mama Balm set because it comes with a really good bronzer too, but this is the blush I'll be using. You grab a little with your blush brush, tap it out, smile. Now, I have big cheeks, so I don't want to accentuate them too much. So I do a little off center from the apples of my cheeks just to make them look a little smaller. If you have smaller cheeks, then you can do them right on the apples. Kind of do a sweeping motion back into the hairline. Then you grab a little bit more, tap out. The reason you tap it, then instead of blowing, it doesn't get spit on it. You don't want spit on your brushes. It's not very nice. Make sure you smile so you can figure out where the apples are. The apples are always when you smile. Those right there. Mine are really noticeable. Mine are really big. Just like so. Now you notice when you put the blush, it brightens those highlights back up again. Next, you want to do your bronzer. Now I like to use the 62 Pro buffing brush from Sephora, just because it has that sharp angle and I can really go in there and buff everything out. So I'm gonna clean the mirror on this one because I need more accuracy instead of the viewfinder. Now you grab a bit, tap it. You want it mostly on the corner of the brush. I kind of do up and down in slight small circles because it helps blend it a bit. Go into that temple really well. And again with the other side, tap it. Now I like to go back as well and redefine my contouring and my hairline a bit. Kind of have a bigger forehead, so I like to make it look a little smaller. As well as my jawline. Get rid of that double chin. A little bit on the nose. Blend in. Like so. Now a cool trick you can do to make your lips look bigger is get some of that bronzer again. Bronzer, and get it right underneath the lip. It gives it a bit of a shadow to make it look bigger. We all want big lips. Blend it in a bit with the fluffy brush. Now I do want the highlight on my bridge a little brighter, so I go back with my highlighter, my concealer, grab a bit on my finger, blend it in. It's a bit bright, so I go back with my airbrush and blend it in like so. And under my eyes, I always like to go with my finger. The finger kind of gets to the creases better. Those little fine little wrinkle lines that get under the eyes, as much as we want to fight it. Like so. And then you want to add your highlight. I am using the Stilla All Over Shimmer Liquid as my highlighter. So you always want to put it right on the tops of your cheeks right here. And then bridge of your nose, right above your eyebrow right over here. And your chin. You put a little bit on your cupid's bow. Like so. And then use your finger to blend it in. It just adds a really natural shimmer that when the light hits, it looks extremely natural and pretty. And now you could do this darker, your contouring darker and more defined and sharper for a nighttime look, but we want to go for more of a natural, kind of daily, everyday look. And voila! The basics of highlighting and contouring. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions or suggestions as to what you want my next tutorial to be, just put them down in the comments down below and I'll check it out. I will be putting the names of everything I used today in the description down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel to stay updated with all the new videos, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching and being here for the first edition of Teach You Something Tuesdays. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. who'da thought? Who'da what? And I think that is what I call done.